annoying. The characters he played were actually funny, and he wasn't in the skits for that long. So, those are my thoughts on Adam Sandler.
I'm sorry, Ben, but those were the worst thoughts and most weak excuses about Adam Sandler. Maybe you just need to get a fucking life.
You're telling Ben to get a life on a 2-year-old video, while you yourself are taking the time to commentate on it. Hypocrisy much?
But Adam Sandler is only the icing on the crap cake. Comedies have fallen so far down, I don't even have to give examples as to why. All I have to do is show you pictures of these comedy stinkers, and it's enough to show you where comedies have gone.
I don't see anything wrong with those comedy films. I've actually seen them all and thought they were pretty decent. There were even some parts of the films that were really funny. Besides, there are films a lot worse than the ones you listed. An example of that would be Son of the Mask.
A very valid point. Son of the Mask is a terrible movie. But could you elaborate on why the examples Ben mentioned were decent instead of awful? It might give people an idea on where you're coming from rather than being vague. Because wasn't Disaster Movie and Meet the Spartans written by the same people who did Epic Movie and Vampires Suck?
There you go. And if there's any one of you out there that thought these movies were funny, I'm going to have you committed to an insane asylum.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
This has been another pointless moment.
Well said, Nostalgia Critic. That was annoying and pointless.
Are you fucking serious? Are you high on drugs? Are you really that evil? So you would want to have someone locked away in a mental hospital just for having their own opinions? What the fuck, man? You have just proven yourself to have absolutely no respect for other people's opinions.
This coming from someone who isn't respecting Ben for expressing his opinion. Talk about irony.
This is a free country, for Christ's sake, and people don't get committed to an insane asylum just for thinking a certain movie is funny. That's not how the real world works. And just because someone likes something that you really hate, doesn't mean you should have the audacity to say something like that. This is why you gained so many haters. And I still can't believe there wasn't already a commentary made on this rant video.
I think the reason no one bothered to make a commentary on it was because, as mentioned earlier, Ben is a dead topic. There just wasn't a point anymore.
And you know what, Ben? If you came to my house and tried to commit me to an insane asylum just for liking one of those films, I will protect myself by taking a shotgun and blowing your fucking head off.
Now we're resorting to death threats. That's very classy. Any amount of credibility you had as a commentator was now forever lost, because you had to go and take him seriously.
Like some apples hit war.
Next, another movie genre that has fallen from grace is the horror genre. Horror movies have gone from being chilling and frightening to being hilarious and downright stupid.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
This has been another pointless moment.
Could you elaborate on why he's wrong, rather than playing clips? At least back the clip up if you may.
This me how we can go from having so many great movies to having movies that make backyard movies that 5-year-olds make look good. It just amazes me.
You do know he was making another joke, right?
However, there are some other things about movies that I can't stand that I must address. First, I'll start with the fact that we have too many remakes. I said it before, and I'll say it again. If you can't think of an idea on your own, then you shouldn't be making films.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Explain? Elaborate, please. Why is he wrong?
Films for me to choose from. I'm not as mad at modern films as I am other things.
Simply because you are a biased asshole.
Very mature.
And I don't go to the movies that much anyway, and for good reason. Whatever saves me money on movie tickets, I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate all modern movies. There are a selected few that I like, and there are great directors out there like Tim Burton and Quentin Tarantino that are still giving us hardcore movie fans the great movies we want to see. And here are a few other minor nitpicks I have about modern films. There are too many comic book movies that don't stay true to the plot of the comics.
Bullshit.
And are really overrated. When hype for a movie is created and people go see it, I hate to hear them complain because it wasn't as good as they thought it would be.
Bullshit.
You keep repeating this clip. Say something.
Shit.
And you jerkholes better not screw up that new Godzilla movie that's coming out next year.
Unfortunately, then, they did screw it up. Because the project was completely cancelled.
Hear me? You hear me? I'm Ben. I'm signing out. I'm gonna go film a backyard horror movie.
And that's the end of his rant. I know this was a commentary that was done on an old Ben rants video, but it seems like his logic was so fucked up that I really felt like pointing it out. Especially when no one else had already done a commentary on this video. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed my commentary on this Ben rants video. Have a nice day.
And that's the end of the video. What did I think? Well, he did try to make some valid points, but they were automatically null and void from not only commentating on a 2-year-old video, but they were cancelled out from insulting Ben rather than giving constructive criticism. I'll give him some credit though. He's not as bad as the regular show fan. Well, that's all I have to say. This is Keroto Kuchiki. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye for now.